Hey everyone, welcome back. Just want to take this opportunity to show you the new game that I'm going to be reviewing and putting footage of up on YouTube mode. And that game is Driver 2. Driver 2 for PlayStation 1. It was out in the year 2000. Features 4 drivable, playable cities: Chicago, Havana, Las Vegas, and Rio de Janeiro. It's mission-based driving. Basically, the storyline is you have to stop an international gang war from happening between an American and like a Brazilian or something. And yeah, pretty interesting. The scenes are really good. The graphics at the time were actually horrific, especially the cinematic scenes were just looked really good. At the time, would have been equivalent to like PlayStation 2 graphics. This is PS1. They look pretty darn good. And it's a 2-disc set. I can get it open properly. Disc 1 features Chicago and Havana, and Disc 2 features Las Vegas and Rio. So yeah, and the game will prompt you to put in Disc 2 once you unlock it. What else I gonna say? Oh yes, I did put up a few videos earlier, if you look back a couple days ago, and basically those videos were just me doing random stuff in Chicago, in the first city, and so yeah, basically just me, doing random stuff there, just driving around, testing out the capture card, seeing how the capture card would really react to the game. It's not a PS3 game, it's a PS1 game, and reacted pretty well. I mean, it works pretty well, and well enough for me to post a bunch of videos. And that's my next point, is that we're going to be putting up a bunch of missions from Chicago and Havana right now. I'll explain a little more what I mean by right now, but in a minute. But yeah, basically missions that I did in the game that were completed, and kind of like tutorials / showing off, kind of. But just wanted to throw them up there because I love Driver 2 so much, and I love driving games in general more than racing games. I do like street racing driving a lot better than actual NASCAR or whatever. NASCAR I get bored of right away, and you guys can disagree with me on that. But I do not really care for NASCAR every once in a while, but not all the time. This game I used to play all the time when I was younger. So it is my favorite PlayStation game, hands down. Of any PlayStation game, guys. Go ahead and put this thing right here for now. You can go ahead and click on it right now. This will bring you to the first scene. I'm actually going to put up the opening scene to the game first. You guys can go ahead and click on that game. Tanner, that's the guy in the front. Click on him. He'll bring you to the first one. He knows what's going on. Tanner's awesome. John Tanner's the undercover cop, guys. You don't have to play Driver 1 to even... You don't even have to play Driver 1 at all, really, to even get engrossed in the series. This guy goes through a bunch of... He's just an undercover cop. He used to be, in fact, a stock car racer. Driver 1 gives you all those details. You just look him up on Wikipedia. Don't even play the first game, guys. This is a lot better. I like it a lot better. I mean, certainly go ahead and try the first game, but definitely get this one. Yeah, 4 cities on here. There's something for everyone in the game, I think. You got a bunch of mini games, and I'll show you. I'll do a review in the future. This really isn't this is kind of an informal review, overview, really, summary. But I'll do a more formal one the next couple weeks or so. What I want to do now, what's more important though, is to put up actual missions in the games. And what I did was I sat down, and on the PS3 it's a lot better. It's a lot easier to play it on PS3 than with the regular original console. And I have to be quiet, people are trying to sleep, but yeah, it's a lot easier to play on PS3 because everything's smoother, crisper. It's in general a better screen, and so that being said, I can just plot. And now that I'm older, and when I was a lot younger, it was harder for me to beat some of the missions. Now I'm older, my reaction time's a lot quicker. I can just plow through these missions like that. I already got through the first city, all the missions in Chicago, about half of them in Havana. There are a couple ones involving big trucks that there's no way even as a kid it took me years to beat, and there's no way I can possibly do it all in one night. And so what does that mean? That means that basically I can't put up all the missions right now. So, and I gotta kind of expand on that too, because so you know what I mean by that. I can't put them up all right now because the data that I have, and I still have all the same data because I beat the game like 4 years ago. But that's all on a memory card for PlayStation 2. And PS3, as any PS3 fan, any PS3 owner knows, does not have the original PlayStation 1, or even PlayStation 2 for that matter, memory card slots, because it's all internal. PlayStation 3 is all about what's on the inside. not so much about the external controller ports or memory card ports. So that being said, I have to go out and buy a USB memory card converter. It's not a big deal. I just got to get around to doing it sometime. So I'll do that, and I'll put the data on the PS3, transfer that over, and then I can go ahead and jump right back in where I was, because technically I can't save it to the I could save it to the PS3 right now, but you know, why do it if it's already beaten? Where I can just easily scroll back, you know, navigate back to the mission that I want to play, and just replay the mission. You know, knowing that I beat the game and I have all that data saved already in the bank. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Look for more missions. Look for more scenes, somatic scenes that are in between the missions, which kind of spell out the story for you. And that's what we're going to do. And we're also going to put up, some L.A. Noire videos. L.A. Noire is if you haven't heard about it, it's coming out. It's a Rockstar game. It's a detective game. Where basically, the player goes around and solves a bunch of detective murder cases. It's really great. It's a Rockstar game. We know it's going to, Rockstar, the producers of Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, so you can only expect great stuff from them. And so hopefully that game will come within the next couple of days, and I'll put up a couple of those videos. And as always, whenever I feel like I put up a Nintendo video, a Nintendo Entertainment System video. So that's why I'm that NES fan. I love Nintendo a lot, and so look for those two, at least one or two of Nintendo by the end of the month. But for the most part, I'm going to focus on PlayStation right now, and especially with L.A. Noire coming out, and especially with a lot of great driving games out. We'll focus on PlayStation right now. But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later.